I want to make sure that we understand Christmas, no matter what people, in my opinion, at least until today, is still a very significantly seen as a religious celebration. It's not a culture. Yes, there is part of it culture, but it is still a religious celebration. So we don't celebrate it as Muslim. And it's such a shame when you see Muslim putting a tree and, celebrating Christmas and stuff like that. That's no doubt it is haram. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, وَمَا أَنَا مِنَ الْمُشْرِكِينَ. I'm not from the mushrikeen. I don't do what they do. I don't practice like them. I don't worship Allah like them. I don't do my religion the way they do religion. The Nabi sallallahu alaihi wasallam said, يُوَادُّونَ مَنْ حَادَّ تَجِدُ قَوْمًا يُؤْمِنُونَ بِاللَّهِ وَالْيَوْمِ يُوَادُّونَ مَنْ حَادَّ اللَّهَ وَرَسُولَهُ. You cannot ever show that love and support to anything that is kufr, like the concept Jesus Son of God or Buddha is God or anything of that nature. What we should, and I'm saying this because there's young people in this gathering, and also this apply, by the way, to Halloween, apply also to any religious Easter, but Christmas is very distinguished, very different. One thing we need to learn, and we need to teach our children, and I want young Muslims to hear me out. All young brothers and sisters, hear me out. Be proud of لَكُمْ دِينُكُمْ وَلِيَ دِينِ. You have to understand and to memorize this. You have your religion and I have my religion. It is you and me. I'm not you versus me. No, it's not you only and it's not me only. You have your religion and I have my religion. You celebrate it, you do it. This is part of your practice, this is part of your culture. This part of your deen, it's not part of mine. And I have to stand firm into this. I can't lose my deen over this. I can't just, become a blurry line. There are certain things where line is drawn. And one of it is tawheed. I can't accept the concept that, I celebrate in any form or any shape or close to that the concept of Jesus, Son of God. No, but you know what? I respect your religion. I respect your celebration. I respect this for you. But this is not something I celebrate. It is important at this point, especially with young children. Please talk to them about the concept of Tawheed. Why Trinity is not why Trinity is wrong from our perspective as Muslims. Excellent time to speak about the concept of Tawheed and Trinity. Hear it from me. Take it from your brother. Parents, don't take Tawheed for granted. Don't think your children like you. Many parents have risen and grow up in a different time where their iman, their foundation of iman is unshakable. No matter how much they fall, no matter how much they sin, there is safety net. The young generations do not have a safety net. No matter how religious they are now, no matter how religious you are or the parents are, there is no such thing called safety net in most of the cases. It's a free fall. If they fall, they free fall. So make sure you taught from early age about the Tawheed, about Allah, that Allah is not a human being. Allah has no son. Allah has no partner. I don't need to hear that. I don't need to be reminded of that. That's so part of who I am. It's part of my DNA. But that's not the case with my kids. I know that. The kids will say, why God cannot have a son? Don't get too angry. Explain to him why. Why do we don't believe in Trinity? Why we don't believe that Christianity today have changed? That's an excellent opportunity for you. Also, please let's teach our kids to respect other people and to respect what they have. Lakum dinukum, and I have my religion, and that's it. And that's space kept when it comes to the religion. Because sometimes, especially in circles, we became more mocking, using language which was not respectful about others. That's not correct. And we should not teach them that, to be disrespectful to others. In Nabi Sallallahu Alaihi Wasallam, when he heard from people, not Christian or Jews, people pagans, he treated them with respect, he listened to them, he talked to them. قال أفرغت يا أبا الوليد, you finished from what you want to say? Can you hear me out? And he explained to him what he believes in. طيب. Also, make sure that our kids don't turn, not your kid not supposed to be Ahmed Deedat at school, or Zakir Naik at school, debating everybody. You don't go to school to debate everyone and become a debater. Make sure he knows how to carry a conversation. But I'm not looking forward to debate people or stuff like that. And I tell you, many kids, I ask my kids this a lot, especially the older kids. They tell me, Baba, you know, the moment we start interacting and they see how, you know, we practice and what we do, they start curious. Okay, what about this? What about that? They ask you and you explain to them. You need to know how to explain to them. But if you never taught your kids this tawheed, they're not going to be able to explain what tawheed is. And subhanAllah, this creates curiosity from them to learn. Even sometimes they copy what you say, inshallah, mashallah, you know. My son Yusuf, give you guys salam. He was asking me about Friday Night Lights. You know, he moved for a short period of time to Spain. So he was telling me, you know, the school that he's in, or the board he's in, he said most of the kids now say, oh, this is haram. Why? Because there's like 4 or 5 Muslims in the group. It's a big, like, it's a soccer academy. So most of the kids there, they keep saying, you know, they're not the majority, but there's 4 or 5 Muslims there. So they learn, oh, that's haram. We don't do that. That's halal. You know? So he said he even became funny, like when they play FIFA and, you know, somebody do like something like foul someone, he said, that's haram. You know? They became like involved. The culture Muslims wrap them quickly. So what I'm trying to say here, you know, so many sisters, they didn't even start a conversation. It just, people approach, why are you wearing hijab? Oh, what's Islam? What's this? And a lot of people became curious and many people, my kids will come to the masjid just to pray, to see how Muslims pray. So make sure that you basically, Adam, come how many times, Omar, come and tell them, the brothers here, telling me so many times about how just friends and people and colleagues became interested in Islam because the way you behave. But when they see you, distinguish. But if you became, me and you the same thing, I'm not curious to know what you have. If I do everything you do, what's the point? There is no difference between me and you. But it would get people curiosity when they know that you have principles and breaks, and now I don't do that. I'm Muslim. Also, I want to say, celebrating Christmas, that doesn't mean that you don't wish, for example, many times when people, especially have some people relevant or related to me, non-Muslims, they celebrate Christmas. What you can do, you know what, or neighbors, I really wish you a very happy time with your family. A phrase like this, there's nothing wrong with it at all. Because most of people in America today, when they Christmas for them, it's a good time for family to come together. It's not about the religious concept. So you specifically mentioned this, and that's what you mean by saying, I wish you a very good time with your family, you know, have a happy holiday with your family, you know, I wish you to, any words in that concept, it is allowed. It is allowed. I'm not comfortable with using the word Merry Christmas. I'm not comfortable with using these terms for Muslims because it has a religious connotation to it. You know, so I think you should replace it, and we have an amja fatwa religion, so you can say happy holiday, happy this. Somebody tell you Merry Christmas. You don't need to give him a lecture. By the way, I don't celebrate Christmas. I don't believe in Habibi. It's a drive-through in Starbucks. Okay, it's just a cashier and, you know, Marshall. There's a long line. You know, I don't need a lecture about that. You know, to turn it to be a debate, like, yeah, just move on. But you know, somebody tell you that, say thank you. You don't need to be also rude. Said, I don't celebrate Christmas. He didn't ask you to celebrate. He just said, Merry Christmas. No problem, thank you. If there is a time for you, oh, do you guys celebrate Christmas? No, I don't. Okay? Because some people feel that there is a religious duty that I have to tell someone, tell me Merry Christmas. I have to tell them, I don't celebrate Christmas. Thank you for you being nice. You're just taking it as a compliment. It's not trying to convert you to Christianity. So don't take it too much, too far than what it really is. Does that make sense? Okay. Also, what if you give me a gift? Any religious gifts are not allowed. Somebody give you a Christmas or a cross or not allowed. To accept, you say kindly, you're kind of. But what if it's not religious? Somebody give you a gift in Christmas. I do believe you're allowed to receive it. Because receiving it does not mean to me that you actively participating in the celebration of it. Like your mother-in-law, father-in-law, somebody give you a gift. Thank you. They know they don't celebrate, but it's a gift for them. It's a happy occasion for them. That's why they give it to you. And there is no religious significance in the gift in itself, in its nature. So what about me giving them a gift? If you give them a gift during Christmas, that's participating in celebrating Christmas. And I don't believe it's allowed. But what you can do, you can give it before or after, around the holiday. Hey, the holidays come, end of the year, Happy New Year, I want to give you a gift. And you know what? I tell my, some of my in-laws, you guys give us a gift in Christmas, we give you twice, Eid al-Fitr, Eid al-Adha. So we're more generous, we give you 2 times. Make sure you give them gifts in Eid. So they know also. And you might be lucky and they start giving you gifts in your Eid too. So you get 3 gifts. Right. So I hope that explain it. What about work? I know this other children. Work, if they give you in the work gifts and stuff like that, it's the same thing. You can accept it as long as it's not a religious or haram gift and it's somebody give you Jack Daniel, like whiskey for Christmas. No, you can't take that. So what if they give it to me, Sheikh? What I do with it? And the drainage, put it out. Sheikh, can I carry it to my house to drain it? Yes, you can. Was not allowed to carry it to drink it or to serve it to someone, but to take it, to destroy it, or to basically get rid of it, it's allowed. Can I give it to non-Muslim as a gift? Somebody give me a wine. Can I give it to non-Muslim as a gift? The majority of the fuqaha said it's not allowed. The vast majority of the fuqaha. Abu Hanifa rahimahullah and others said it's allowed, but I don't lean toward that opinion at all. طيب.